Greetings. Join us. Okay, we're going. Here's a kind of a holiday and a political one, I guess. Yeah, hope everyone's safe. We're being entertained, whatever comes first. Okay, we're going to messages and to the Q&A. Blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you, Archangel Michael. Blessings. This is the year of healing and revealing, of knowledge, of sea cracking open a country. So we don't see any end to the unrest anytime soon, as there's still much to be learned about the world that you live in. So what's been kept back is being discovered currently. So you're just in the beginning stages of this. We feel a major growth going on, as you can see. But of course, in the background, there is an alien energy that is revealing itself while everyone's looking one way. There is a little bit of a disclosure here and there, because one part of the revealing. Obviously, it's not going to hit the mainstream, but little things are going to start coming out. But of course, the masses probably will not be paying attention. So we are going definitely into a new era. And there'll be one day in your future where you look at all, everything laid out in front of you. Is like, I wonder why you can't believe you kept all this hidden for such a long time. So this is greetings. We are the Nephilim. Blessings. We are ones that speak very often. Yes, many timelines have been activated for a disclosure of your Earth, of clearing out the blockages, and government is a blockage. As some of you know, there are many magicians in your public arena that aren't. They act like they're normal, but they really aren't. Are keeping much of your secrets secret. So they're unraveling the spell, healing the spell that's been placed upon this planet for such a long time. And some have to do what they have to do to break it open. So hidden timelines are in the process of being revealed. That's all we can really say. But you are being guided to know more about yourselves. And yes, it might be a little bit painful because the truth can be very uneasy, especially when you have animal alien beings connecting to you. Of course, they have not revealed themselves just yet, but there will be a time when you'll see them here, as they're part of your genetic forms, who you are today. Such one is the feline, of course. There are several others, but the feline, I believe, is part of your awakening, your genetic awakening. Greetings to you. This is Nathaniel with the tall blonde Nordics Pleiadians. Blessings. As yes has been predicted but not said publicly of where things are going, much is being not said for many reasons. Just let everything play out as it needs to, as you're putting the pieces together of your reality. And there are many pieces, and there is even a military unveiling that has not occurred yet. Obviously, they're keeping much from the public. We feel that will slowly unravel itself, but not just yet, as they are realizing they can't hide everything forever. So this isn't exactly an elitist, planned. They can't plan everything. They're not that sophisticated. Some people give them way too much credit. As a human, yeah, they might be able to predict what humans are going to do, but they can't always predict what humans are going to do. They can sort of predict it, but they're not in full control as some might think. Now, people might give away their power to that. That's fine, but they're not as power as some might think. Yes, they hide huge secrets around. Yes, they make it difficult to find the answers. It's because they're scared. They're actually terrified of humanity. I believe some of you already know that. But yes, this is a time of awakening, of course. As many of you are not afraid, of course. Are you here to answer your questions also whenever you're ready? Blessings.
Blessings. Greetings, Nathaniel.
Blessings.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming in. Up first this evening, we have Daria.
Hey there, Nathaniel.
Peace.
The Nephilim message, and yeah. So this kind of energy that is happening around the world, stuff is breaking apart. People are trying to hold their sanity. It feels kind of familiar to me, like it has happened before. But anyway,
yes, but you already been to those timelines. That's why. Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of messages can you give to me that are needed, maybe?
I'm not sure if this is the message you're looking for.
Probably not.
But we'll put it out there anyway. Well, politicians are given scripts to read, like astrally,
Yeah.
to play a part. So your greatest actors are actually your politicians, not those in Hollywood.
Yeah.
They're putting on the disguise of what is here, but not really here. They can reveal themselves. Some are reptilians.
They are mappeted. They're like mappeted. They don't.
Yeah. So you're there, seeing them in disguise, or showing them true selves, reading the scripts of who they're trying to be or present themselves to be. Most of them are alien beings, though. Some are actually ant people. Ants. Not many people expect that one.
Nah. Not diamond ants, probably.
No.
But
in your so you're like part of the rug to pull from them little by little for it to fall apart. That has not shown itself yet.
Cool. Will my name be on it?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Like, yeah. And then everything will splash. But anyway, other messages. I have like hundreds questions, but when I get to this, I don't have any. Like they're being
blocked.
Yes, exactly.
Well, there is this unexpected. There's Anunnaki royalty that you're connected, like kingship, that you have given them reigns to do what they want, like giving them power. They don't really show actually they do show you as a mantis being, given Anunnaki's like reigns like over this world or other planets to do whatever they not bring their energies to different planets. They show that might be unexpected for that to come up. But they're showing that. If you want to say anything about that.
Maybe I saw that before. Like,
Mhm.
the Earth looked like a little bit different then, but okay.
Which is a green mantis. Now that's the form you sometimes take. It's not always the form that you truly are. But there's several planets that you are assisting in their growth. This is one of them to a degree, but not fully. You're not fully here all the time. I think you already know that. Like you're here somewhat, but you have other places of interest, as you know. A lot of it is in Andromeda.
Yes.
Mostly,
Yes.
there's Mars has some
It's a
little
happy
trick,
place. It's always a happy ending, or it's a bad ending, but it's a happy ending for me.
whatever it is necessary. Yeah, well, yeah, a world is like a movie. Yeah, as a beginning, a middle, and end.
Yeah.
They don't last.
Well, thank you, Nathaniel, and have an awesome channeling with this group.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Logan.
Greetings.
Greetings.
My first question tonight is I would like to know if any of my Zeta Gray friends have any messages for me.
Well, there's a tall white presence around you. That you are still one of their children, as they see you. Sometimes you do appear as a gray, half human, half gray. I'm still learning from their collective. From just still not quite figured them out, what it seems. But as a gray, you brought some. Well, they got their attentions as a gray. But as for the Zetas, are yes, assisting you astrally. There's a lot of Martian energies. I actually have hybrid children in Mars, actually, but they're in different dimensions. There's like 5 dimensions, there's like different hybrid kids in each dimension. They don't always know each other. So they have a specific task. They're not sure what those tasks are. Blessings.
Thank you. Are there any messages from my spirit guides?
There's energies from Mother Mary that you're healing from. And there's a lot of things you're going to start seeing more clearly. Some of your intuition's been telling you for a while, but you have not quite seen, like, quite understood what it's trying to tell you. Like, some things aren't what they seem to be, and that will start to reveal itself. That's very cryptic, but this is for you to discover on your own. So, blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Steven.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Praise you.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Well,
Sweet. Thank you. Much love. Thank you for being here. Can you please? I would love if you could connect with my tall blonde Nordic connections, Pleiadian connections, and see if there's any current updates on, what's going on in this world and what I'm doing. Thank you.
well, I want to tell you, you're very connected to the giraffe, and also the monkey. Well, you've been part of many monkey worlds as a Pleiadian being. Trying to understand them. Imagine Planet of the Apes. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. There's refugee monkey beings. A lot of them are in Alpha Centauri. Sometimes you wonder how they even got there. No, these are alien beings. Yes, they do run amok. They don't exactly have a society like yours. Some kind of. It all depends. They do have their own technologies. I believe there's just the ape people are trying to figure out at this time. There's a lot to learn there, but not everything's understood. Of course not. But yeah, as an alien being, you go to other planets and you study. They know that you're there, and sometimes they just ignore you. It all depends. If you have something that they want, then they'll start paying attention to. So with that, blessings.
Sweet. Thank you. And second question is, I'll go ahead and leave it open, connect with my higher self or spirit guides or anybody who comes through the strongest. So maybe one of my long lost relatives or past aspects there. Thank you.
Well, yes, there's been a lot of Men in Black energies recently about disclosure. Area 51 energy has been connected to a lot. There's also an Area 52. I believe that one's mostly underground. Of course, Area 51 is underground too, but also revealing of documents is what they're showing, alien documents. And some of those alien beings have 3 fingers, and they look gray, of course. I feel like you appeared to them as a Men in Black being to see what they want to reveal. It's like it's kind of like Congress. They're all sort of getting together to agree on what to disclose next. So, blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Very cool. Thank you. Up next, we have Silverclaw.
Oh, hello.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. My first question. The engine light on my car came on again after I had already taken it to the mechanic. Do you see it actually being fixed if I take it again?
Possibly, it might be just a malfunction. We don't feel like it's anything that's, the cars get old and it's just faulty wiring that's it's impossible to fix. So we don't see it's causing anything. It might be a light that's going to be on forever.
Oh, I see. So it's not an urgent fix kind of thing.
No.
You're saying
It's
no
just there.
fault?
I mean, you can talk to them, but I don't think it's anything urgent. But yeah, it's good to talk to them, though, just in case.
Okay, well, I mean, like every 3 months I go there anyway, so that'd be like...
Yeah, it's worth
nothing.
checking out. But
Uh-huh.
if it's just a sensor, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Okay. Well, it's good to know it's not urgent. So, my next question: any messages for me at the moment?
There is Mother Mary energy that you're receiving. There's of guidance of your intuition, trusting yourself. There's also a Yeshua energy that you connect to, an astral, for your own healing. Basically, you're creating medicines. Some of it's actually for yourself. I also feel like you're clearing out karma for another lifetime. They're not saying what lifetime though. So you just continue to go forward. That's all.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, I have Omran's questions he asked me to read. His first question, he says, what's the connection between my higher self and Anki?
Obviously, a warning connection there. Where the two of you go into the higher astral realms. They say to play around, but sometimes both of you kind of switch roles. There is, once again, an ape connection. Well, a lot of genetics came from the ape people. But you also go to Egyptian realities, or it's not exactly Egyptian, it's not exactly Babylonian. You go to realities where it's similar with both, but genetic engineering. So you're combining your knowledge, basically, is what that really what it comes down to. So, but you're not always, you're learning how to learn from each other because sometimes the egos hit each other.
Okay, thank you. His second question, any message from my grandfather in spirit? He appeared to me in a dream a few days ago. He was blazing fire and light, and with a golden spear in his hand, he destroyed a black parchment in my house and he went on his way.
Yeah, he cleared out feels like a Grim Reaper energy that he cleared. Not that the Grim Reaper was coming for you, but I believe it was observing. Sometimes you have conversations with Grim Reapers on how their existence is. And I believe that one of them was getting a little bit too close to you from what it seems. You're going into why he was there, your relative. I believe to show you more of your ancient connections. A lot of it is actually Mayan. You might not have made that connection yet. Most likely have in some way, but you have a lot of deep Mayan connections that is slowly revealing within you. So some of it might come as you're a Mayan child with a lot of gifts of connecting to higher dimensional beings during the Mayan time period.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Emmy.
Hello.
It's greens.
Greetings. Just wondering if there's any general messages for me.
So yes, there are timelines that you are activating that are finally bringing fulfillment to you, where before it was not giving you the charge that you were looking for. So I believe that you found what you're looking for. Obviously, there's more growth to go through. It seems like also clearing out insectoid energies. We've actually been on insectoid planets before. Obviously, they're a lot larger. Well, they're part of genetic engineering. As an Arcturian being, you're learning from them. As they're part of engineers of reality, some of them are connected to archons. So the reason you came to this Earth was to release the old, cabal system, as you know. So we've been doing a lot of that this year. Blessings.
Blessings. And my second question is, do you have any like positive spins or a positive timeline to focus on?
No, manifesting wealth. Manifesting also forgiveness, self-forgiveness. Seems like there's some things that you're still holding on to, as you have an asset connection that you might not be fully aware of. There was sacrifice during that time frame. When you're involved with some of those, got sacrificed as part of the sacrificing. There's some lineage there. You're very connected to Peru.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's a lot of baggage there that you're releasing still. They're in the primitive times, of course. It was actually very electrifying, but also terrifying at times. That was kind of the point. So,
yeah, I can see that.
But they did see alien beings in those times. They did appear still. That's why they did the sacrifice you bring back the gods. Yeah, there's like 12 foot tall beings standing over them. It's like, but then it would disappear and just drive them crazy.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have IC.
Good evening, Nathaniel. Blessings.
Blessings.
First of all, I want to thank Spirit Guides for helping me with my petition for my friend who was in the hospital. He's getting out soon and he recovered his sight, and that's a miracle. The doctors have no idea how that happened. So I am really grateful for the assistance. Concerning a similar subject, I'm also trying to help a lady from Holland who is very close to me. The doctors gave her a couple of weeks of life, and I already spoke to Ivan, and I've been using all the energy I have to cancel that, because I know that she can get out of that bed, and I believe it. And the same way I believe my friend was gonna get out of the hospital. So I just want more energy and confirmation that, you know, that I can assist in this, and that I will receive help, because I believe it's gonna be okay.
Yes, that timeline is still active. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's going to take a little bit longer than your male friend. She has as many lessons she's learning in astral. That's another reason why, so she can connect to more to an astral plane. And she's bringing many with her. Also, I believe she's in a hospital, correct? Or
yes, they want to. They said they didn't have anything else to do to help her. They want to send her to a home for the last weeks, and I don't believe it. I don't accept it. This is how, because when I am in this way, I know things can happen. Like a miracle can happen. So.
She's bringing those people in the hospital into astral also. I mean, she's talking to them. They might not always like what they hear from her.
Yeah, she's very spiritual. Everyone else is like, no, it's not possible. Even her children are so like negative, and I have to keep this energy that I have for them and her.
Yeah, it seems that she's healing. Of course, they want to put her in a home because she's healing their energy. So she was brought there to heal that vibration.
Yeah, suddenly they're close to her. I just want her and them to have more time. That's all.
Just continue with that. Let's see,
Okay.
yeah, just see where things go. But also, you have a. This is not part of your question, but I feel like you're also very connected to Nimrod. You're aware who that is?
Most likely everything about Mesopotamia. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that was
That's
wrong.
my life.
Mm.
Okay. My second question, I have to ask because otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. Why is Anki spending more time with Omran in Astral? What about me? What's going on?
Because you asked too much of him.
Ah,
They
you
go-
can't. What?
So Omran's like they go to 7-Eleven together and hang out, and you know.
Oh
do-
my
you know,
God, he's been teaching me a lot. Like seriously, I get crazy.
So yeah, Norman's kind of give you an idea of what Anki, the other side of Anki, even and Will, because he's friends with both of them, as you can see. Even if and Will has not exactly the best track record with people. So
Okay, I'm just a little jealous, but thank you. I understand.
yeah, exactly. Just the jealous friend. Yeah.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
I'm driving around this town right now that kind of interesting. It's like totally cut off from the rest of Metro Atlanta, and it was what's left of a town that was flooded like 50 years ago to make a reservoir. Anyway, so my first question is: there's a signal from Proxima Centauri, or supposedly, they don't know yet. They're trying to still figure that out. One of the best candidates for a extraterrestrial signal, and at first I thought it was probably just something from Earth that somehow got reflected and picked up, but they've looked at it so much at this point, and it's still unknown, which makes me think it may actually be a real thing. But I would be shocked if anything at Proxima Centauri would be needing to use radio communications anymore, and it would have to be an intentional signal sent straight to us for us to be able to pick it up, unless it was a laser or something like that, which it wasn't. So I'm wondering, did someone there just intentionally send us a hello, we're here signal to get our attention?
Well, there's obviously there's other signals here that are received and not mentioned publicly. There's many of those. There's like a silent, group that's picking up all this, but then there's the public version. So the alien beings know what who to contact. So yeah, they're contacting more of the public basically. Just a little bit, yeah, not too fearful. They have to do something to just, even if it's a positive being that's going to show up on the Earth or a negative one, it's depending on the Earth's energy who they're going to attract to be seen here. As you can see, Earth's going through a lot of difficulties, so they're probably going to attract the savior. It ends up being not a savior. So obviously they're working to prevent a lot of that, but humans are still going to attract who they're going to attract, just like they attract the government that energy. So, but yes, it is showing alien energies are getting stronger here.
That's interesting. I don't know if most people realize it, but we're pretty close to having the technology to send a human to Proxima Centauri and back. The problem is stopping. And it's kind of pointless to send them on a trip where they're just zooming by that system and coming straight back afterwards. And then when they get back, they're still maybe only had like 20 years passed, but everyone else on Earth is long dead that they knew, because hundreds of years would have passed here, depending how fast they were going. Anyway, so I guess my second question is, are there any messages for me?
Well, yeah, the Centauri or the Alpha Centauri energy being tapping into, well, that's showing you that they are obviously getting closer to some kind of contact. In Washington, or the quiet side of it, is taking it very seriously. You can say even the governments are even allowing it to occur. They know it's inevitable. So I mean, even part of the government's kind of a time traveling energy. But you see timelines. Obviously, don't make it public, but there is a timeline where humans are making contact now. Another realities. So it is getting. You're seeing little glimpses here and there of pieces coming into your reality for contact. So there's things that you probably feel other timelines where there is contact. We've already feel. I believe the timelines will become more clear to you as you get closer to it. Obviously, a lot of it's blocked, but there's some things that will come through that's necessary for growth. Probably, a couple of years still for any type of true contact. Was it 23? Yeah, most likely around that time.
You're talking about like more than just an individual contact, like something more public.
Yes, more just the energy that you're not alone. Let's put it that way. Not that you have people appearing, but the conversation becomes part of the conversation.
Where like the average person will realize we're not
Yes.
alone. Okay.
Yeah. So they get all their fear out. They can get all, they can go through their emotions, get them time to figure themselves out. Right now it's blocked by the media for obvious reasons. So
I think that's fine. As I've said many times, there's people who can't handle anything.
Correct. But there's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, that's true.
Nothing you can do. I think the rest of the people are going to handle it pretty decently, and a good percentage of the population isn't really even going to care.
Yeah,
like, how does that help? How does that help me get my new big screen TV? Oh, it doesn't.
Well, that's why contact hasn't really happened, because the timelines are, how do you fit an alien here? Where it works, decently in some ways. So that's why.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you. Much love.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Anana.
Hello.
Thanks, Sue.
Yeah, my first question is, I'm interested to know more about my Pleiadian self, or any messages from Pleiadian family.
Well, as a Pleiadian being, you're very connected to kind of like a Yeshua type of world, meaning that type of energy of healing, world of healers, of basically miracle workers. And you brought that energy to other planets, but you're basically learning how to manifest miracles. Like a training planet, you can say. It was a place of not much of an ego. It had an ego, but not like this world, far from it. It's like human beings are there similar to like plants. I mean, they weren't looking like plants, but they kind of acted like it. They're just being themselves, like a flower be as a flower, a human be as a human. If they can fly or heal others or do what they can do. So that's the reality you come from. And that's why you're here. Just to be yourself, of course.
It's so beautiful. And my second question is, there anything for the highest good for me now to hear from my guides, from my higher self? Yeah.
Well, you see, astrology, not that you have to look at astrology, but you're very connected to it. Part of the Greek, ancient Greeks, their involvement of having understood, like that is how star people talked to humans, was through astrology. And so they all disappeared. Talked to the stars. So you're very much involved with that. Just understanding codes. Of course, that's not very understood now. But during that time, you're very much a spiritual teacher. Let's put it that way. So in your direction now, just look beyond what you. Yeah, if you look at astrology, you might feel more of a connection there.
Interesting, because I have no feeling of my connection to it at all. I'm not a scripture in this life.
Yeah, I figured that.
I feel like more simple is the best for me on all levels, just simplicity. That's how I feel. But it's good, thank you.
Yeah, we can connect to the energies of it, but you'll see it differently. Yeah, you don't have to look. Well, that's why, so you don't look at it like everybody else does. What's your point of view of it? Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Virgo
Thank you so
signs.
much.
Okay, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
Always a pleasure to talk to you. My first question is: I had another visitation on Sunday from an evil being, and nothing really came of it. But I kind of woke myself up and then kind of got up and did stuff. But my question is, if this keeps on happening, which I assume it will, is that a fine thing to do, or would it be better if I just kind of grit it, kind of grin and bear it, and kind of said, okay, well, you've come to see me. Well, let's see what you have to offer, because it's not that pleasant, but I can handle it. But
well, they're there to be healed. So think of like a friend that's part of the, that's been discriminated against in previous lifetimes. Batman that did things they're not proud of, got dark, got killed, and trapped here. So you're connected to kind of like the ghost beings, like demonic, but also ghost energies. So they're coming to you to, for help, basically. So that's what.
Oh, okay.
So as you send out your energies, like, sure, I'll have a conversation with you, whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah, there's a lot of pain there. Well, this world has a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of discrimination that's went through the past, sexuality-wise, race, all that's still in the Earth's vibration. And so I believe there's beings that you've known in previous lifetimes that had a bad rap. So they're coming to you for help. So you said to come back here for them, you can say.
Oh, good. Well, I finally feel able to do this rather than scared, so that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting used to it. And you'll see, you're going to see some negativity, but also sometimes you can't always help them, but at least they know that you're there for them.
Okay. That sounds good. My second question is about my roommate who's having a lot of problems right now, and he's just gone. He's in hospital right now. Is there anything I can do, or just stay out of it, let him handle it, and
well, if you ask for help, you can, if you want to help, if you can. But he needs to go through this darkness of his soul, as you can see. No self-love, from what I can see. Scared of everything, it seems. Afraid. Absolutely terrified of everything, just driving himself crazy.
Yep.
This anxiety got to him, and he doesn't want to be here anymore. You probably know that. And that's why you're there, to help him heal. Just send him energies and just, I believe he will come around eventually, but this is the darkness of the soul. Some people have to go through that extreme. He used to be a prince in a previous lifetime where everything worked out for him.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Everything worked out for him. I mean, even in sexuality, allowed to get whatever, publicly. Like whoever, just didn't matter. And now he doesn't have that anymore. He's going crazy.
No kidding. He's a real princess, so that's
He doesn't have, the castle. He doesn't have a jet, or not that he had that in the past, but
no.
But he's had this riches beyond belief in the past.
And he sure wants those now. It's like he's like upset that he has to do anything. It's like, yeah, welcome to this world.
Roman, ancient Rome, where he got everything. He could have a lover, just kiss his lover right in front of everybody, didn't care, and just.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a decent person, just very selfish and narcissistic.
Yeah.
Narcissistic, and just now it's like in denial that I'm the wife of a peasant now. How can I do this?
Oh God. You hit the nail right on the head. Okay. Well, thank you, Nathaniel.
You're doing everything you can. Yeah. Just, yeah. I feel like you'll hang in there, sort of. Yeah.
Wow. I'll do what I can. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have James.
Hello.
Yes.
I was wondering if there are any messages for yourself or your collective or anything about who's around you.
You have a lot of. You do have Pleiadian Nordic energies around you. Yes. Guiding you, protecting you. There is a connection you have with the Constitution of the United States. You were there during its signing. We also have a connection to another President Woodrow Wilson, as you're a spirit guide to him in your past. So you're very connected to this country in a spiritual way, different ways. So, yeah, part of its founding, but a lot of it feels like you're a part of. You're not really showing with the Constitution connection there. But you're like a spirit guide. You might have been there physically too, but they're not really showing it. But yeah, you're just part of premonitions of the future, I believe. Here and there. But yeah, you've been through some. A lot of this comes from Aztec connections, also you're connected to in the past. So you're assisting that the calendar of the Mayan calendar being, revealed, you can say.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask why I was so drawn to Boston the past few weeks. Is that actually related to my connection with Artemis?
Yes. Yeah, they're not always showing us exactly your physical, but yeah, you were there definitely during Constitution, during a lot of the founding of the United States. So Puritan, they're not really, they just keep hiding things. They're not really giving me a full connection to it. But you were part of the government system, basically helping it along in the background. That's all they're showing. I guess they don't want to reveal too much. We also knew George Washington in some form or another, or related to him. You're related to a lot of these people. So it's just hidden. So you're like a spiritual advisor without them even knowing it. Like you were there, but you're very silent, but you were there. I mean, you didn't say what you needed to say, but you were a lot of times when it was in the background. Like a spiritual advisor or an advisor. For that matter. They weren't that deep into spiritualism. Well, yes and no. So
yeah, me and Washington have the same hair color.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that related? Because Woodrow Wilson is from Virginia too, and so and in Virginia they have a statue of Washington as Zeus. So is that kind of like all three of us connected?
Yes, it is. It's part of the. Yeah, it's like Zeus. Zeus is involved with that. The United States founding, basically. Yeah. So during that time period, they're showing you having several incarnations at once. Obviously, they don't know who they were, personally, but you had several to involve with the government going into, because it was very alien during that time, the founding of the United States. There's a lot of walk-ins. There's a lot of alien presence there to help it along. So, blessings.
Thank you.
Okay, very interesting. Up next, I have size questions. He asked me to read. First question: is there any advice on my weather, shamanism, sun magic?
Can you pronounce? Can you say that question again? We had trouble connecting to that.
Is there any advice on my weather, shamanism, sun magic?
Oh, 1 moment. I guess we got kicked out of that question for a second. It's knowing the sun energy. Forgiving yourself. There seems to be parts of you that you're still releasing. Your connections to the earth. Part of you feels like you have not done enough for the earth. So it's coming more into you. So it's just sometimes you feel like you need to speed things up, and just, I believe you are doing it gradually connecting, but as part of you, it feels like you need to do more. If you just flow with it, it'll make it easier to come through. So there's some impatient energy. Some of it's there. That does cause a blockage. It's kind of like connecting to this is like connecting to, it's like tightrope walking. You gotta be really precise. So, lessons.
Yeah, I get that personally too. The second question: what is my connection to wolves?
We had ability to turn into a wolf as a human. Wolf is a good luck energy, actually. For you to see all. They're also very connected to the Native Americans as a very just like man's best friend, but a wolf just seeing everything. So it's like it's a kind of a predator, but also the best friend. It's a hunter and a best friend. So it's just like a warrior animal. So yeah, it's something that you're very cling to very strongly. And the wolf is very connected to the moon. So because they work great at night. During the day they're good, but at night they're really good. Blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Thank you. Next, we have Brock.
Hello.
Greetings.
Okay, so recently I've been looking into Hinduism mythology, and I like resonate with that, and was wondering if I have any connections to it.
Yes, there's many lifetimes of the ancient times where you were similar to these Hinduism beings in the skies as a healer, but mostly as a teacher of the human, of of Indians, of even the Asian energies, of just teaching them from the stars. He appeared in dreams. It was actually one of your higher positive lifetimes, and you appeared quite often. I believe you actually still do it today, just not as much as you used to. So as you tap more further into it, you'll see it more clearly.
Awesome, thank you. And then for the second one, do I have any messages from Ganesh or any of my other spirit guides?
Well, Ganesh helps you forgive others and allow them to be who they are. Like step back, let humans do, instead of controlling humans, not that you're a controller, but to let humans find their way. No matter what, tribal humans, whatever it is, positive, negative, it's not to interfere. That's what Ganesh taught a great deal for you. So, because some alien beings want to interfere, help, assist, and the idea was to step back. So that's your Ganesh energy. There's probably more to it, but that's the most part at this moment.
Oh, okay, sweet. Thank you. Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, I have Christy's questions. Her first question: I felt like I was taken this morning and saw a cloud ship parked right in front of my apartment tonight. Where did I go?
There's a Zeta energy. It seems like you went to Alpha Centauri. There's a lot of disclosure energies there, and not that's going to happen instantly, but it has to do with the rainforest. A lot of Alpha Centauri beings are connected to a lot of the Earth changes that you're involved with. So just basically preparation for the Earth to evolve, weather-wise. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Second question: I was listening to Dan Burrish talk about J-Rod from Reticuli he met at Area 51. Was I ever taken by J-Rod or his people from Reticuli?
Yes, it feels like there's a Yael presence there. As you're part of creating civilizations with J-Rod and other star systems. A lot of it was in Sirius of creating civilizations. A lot of them are just technology bases A lot of them were not seen. Some of it has to do with hybrid programs, but reticuli, yes, is a place there's an artificial intelligence energy that you're connected to in reticuli. It has to do with the future of mankind. Is there? They have like scenarios of where the Earth is going that they're working on. No, just versions that are possible to come to Earth. So, blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Next we have Liz.
Hello.
Yes, great.
Greetings. So, could you give me an update on my mission?
Yes, your mission is. One moment. As you know already, to heal the reptilian agenda, as it is becoming very controlling. I believe it has a lot to do with the protesters, getting them all riled up, causing chaos. But we feel like that's going to happen anyway. Someone's going to start that. But basically, you're part of Disclosure Energies. A lot of it's connected to Area 51. Of course, nothing's been disclosed as that area just yet. Also, it seems like Tesla, Elon Musk energy are connected to all. So that has not been revealed either fully. I don't believe it's going to happen this year, where they're going to really bring in some more advanced technologies. They have not done that quite yet. They're thinking about how they're going to reveal it just yet. So I'm not sure that's all they're saying right now.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Any messages from my guides?
A moment. There is a Zeta presence that's around you recently. It seems like you're teaching them not to interfere too much with the Earth, not to interfere with the weather so much. I believe that's another reason why you're in your location. Maybe start less fires. It seems like you're part of healing the weather manipulation there as much as you can. Yeah. That's one point. Obviously, can't live in several places at once. But I believe it has a lot to do with the weather while you're there. Weather technologies. If that's helpful.
Yeah, well. So that's what my guide has to tell me?
That's all for right now. I don't know. Is there something in particular you want us to happen to?
Where should I focus more? For example, for my own development, spiritual and personal.
Oh, future timelines. Where things are going. Where you want to go. Contact. This is a road to contact with the world's going through right now. It has to have chaos to find peace. So it is removing a lot of the old systems. Obviously not fully just yet. It'll take a while. It's been around for a while. You can't just clear it out in a day. Someone will have to do that. Mm-hmm. So basically how you would visualize the future Earth, basically.
Okay.
That's all we can say right now. Publicly, at least.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we have Ben.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, please.
Cool. So my first question is, I was wondering if you have any advice for me developing my clairaudience abilities, and if that's like a really solid way for me to be able to connect to my guides.
Well, yeah, it's trusting yourself. Is finding a place where you can connect and allow the guides to come through more clearly. Yeah, sometimes your mind kind of interferes with it, or you try to connect and then your thought comes in and bumps their message away from you. So it's like clearing your mind and allowing them to talk to you more clearly. It just,
okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's hard to explain it all here. That's a little more complicated than just a simple question. But trust
Yeah,
your
for sure.
intuition.
Okay, cool. My other question was, I've been in contact with this Nigerian priest, and he's been working with me, and he's been trying to connect me to some my ancestors. He's telling me. I was wondering if that's like a legitimate connection, if that's something I should trust and pursue.
Yeah, Nigeria doesn't always have the best intentions. So if you feel that there's something there that's not right, it's probably correct. I mean, there's alternative motives there. So why would somebody in Nigeria? I mean, unless it's somebody like a family friend or something. Unless you like, I mean, we don't have the details of how the two of you connected. They're not always have the most positive intentions, but that's up to you how you feel about that. So
Okay.
that's okay.
Cool.
That's all.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
And blessings. Up next, I have Kevin's questions. He asked me to read. His first question: are there any messages for me?
There's energies with the Arcturians you're connected to. They are giving you codes for future timelines. It might show you numbers instead of, if you ask for numbers, it might show you that in a timeline. Not going to show you the timeline for what things, a lot of it's hidden, but not to say the numbers are going to make a lot of sense to it, but you can go by what you feel from the numbers, or it can give you timeline knowledge possibly. Like if you do personal like work and things like that, you can ask them to show you codes instead of just basically just go by the feelings of what you're receiving. I think you already have an idea of that. Obviously, they're not going to reveal everything, but if you feel like it's going to work out, most likely it will in their personal timelines that you're connected to. It just sometimes you're not sure if that's what you want. So that's why you have like discrepancies here and there.
Okay, thank you. His second question: will I get on my training course for work this summer as planned? Thank you.
Yes, I believe so. Maybe sooner. It seems like, sooner, or you'll feel like you're already completed it before it's completed. Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Next, we have Catalina.
Yes, hi, hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, hi. I'm curious, what do I do in astral?
See a lot of Mother Mary energies. You're connecting more to your higher power. You're helping plants in their evolution, even being part of their creation process. It's like even watching plants being born, assisting with that process. You work much with the Elohim also. So you do like godlike things. I think you probably
I like that. I also work for that anyway. But thank you very much. How many guys do I have around me?
I believe 5 right now. Normally have like 12, 13, but they're around, but they're not. Usually it's like 5 you're connected with mostly, but there's several more that show up. I mean, you can go to number 40. so or an infinite number. Yes.
So what happened with the other ones? They were not full-time employed, or?
Well, they feel like you have it. They're like waiting for a timeline to come when they get closer to you. So when you're in the space, they come when you call them. Let's put it that way. It's kind of like a council. It's like you need them, they'll show up, help, and then they go do other things. They're still with you though.
Yeah.
They feel like you have what you need right now. So
yeah.
You do ask them advice, things like that every once in a while.
I super appreciate. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Marvin.
Nathaniel, can you hear me?
Yes.
Nathaniel, are you the one connected to my ancestor Nat Turner?
Am I personally connected to it? There is some connection.
Well, blessings and thank you for the knowledge way back then and stuff. But for my first question and stuff, uh, I went to sleep last week and I woke up like I had something in my hand, in my palm. I don't know if something that was injected in my hand, but it was almost like my hand was clenched. I want to know because it left a print, a red print in the middle of my left palm. And for 3 days, it was sore right in the middle of my palm, of almost like a marble. And so I want to know, uh, what can you give me from that? What they could give, and what I'm supposed to take from that, and what I'm supposed to learn. If you could sum that up in my first question.
Well, only thing we see is like an infusion. It was like an upgrade. Of course, not really shown itself just yet, but it is working with. It's basically like it's a download upgrade of, information that you'll start to see. I believe it's more of a healing treatment right now, helping you understand why you're even on the planet. That seems to be the thing right now. I feel like a lot of feline energies are helping you currently. So
is that the reason why? Is that the reason why I'm getting a lot of stare downs from cats crossing the street, looking at me sideways?
Yeah, they feel. Yeah, they say, "What's all those felines doing around you that you don't see?" Yeah.
Well, what that say? What do I need to like? What is the message from? Because I just had one within 5 minutes, a tiger stripe. When I slowed down for him, and he's this mosey. I said, "Hey," in my head, I was like, "Hey, you got 9 lives," and then they did me sideways. It just like if a human was like, "Negro, please." So, what was the message from that type of cat that you just seen 5 minutes ago?
Well, you have a lot of like 10 feet tall, 12 feet tall feline beings around you at this time. Some of them are from Andromeda. So the cats are just letting you know who's around you, basically. Yeah, they're going to stop and walk right in front of you when you're driving. They're not afraid. They know you're not going to do anything. They're not going to run them over or anything. But they're just signaling you of what's around you.
So when they do that, are they like? Do they have like ships or motherships? Are they like around, like hovering above my vehicle? I'm like, are they just contacting me? Is this pure like telepathic?
Well, they're in the clouds, so yeah, they are close by. There's a military base they're connected to also.
Okay. For my second question, my brother, he said yesterday when I was sleep, me and him sleep in the same room. I ain't gonna give you the details of stuff, but he said when I was asleep, he actually grabbed a being and stuff that's actually in front of me. He wanted to ask this question. So this question actually is for him. What was the being that he grabbed, and what was he doing to me and stuff for him to make him understand and stuff? What he felt was, I don't know. And he said he felt his arms almost. What you grabbed him by the what? Yeah, grabbed him by his arms. He said he grabbed him by the arms and stuff. So what type of being was that, and what was the being doing, and what does it have to do with me?
Well, I believe it was a Pleiadian being, and it shows how he's getting more fourth dimensional. So he's feeling he can just tap into them very easily. So he's tapping into their realm. So they're just showing that he's getting a little bit spooked by it, but it's also showing that he's very connected to that reality. So
so
this will happen.
I want to know what did the fourth dimensional being did he get spooked when my brother grabbed him and stuff like that?
Oh
did
he was not expecting that. Yeah, the being was not expecting that.
But did he get did his friends laugh at him and stuff when he went back and stuff like that? Because my brother he keep telling me and stuff, I'm pretty sure and stuff. Hey, do you have a name that I can connect with him to let him know it's okay, that it's okay, we could proceed and stuff like that, it's a learning process?
Name Clint is coming through. Pleiadian being by name of Clint.
So if I try to meditate or just think of Clint,
will
Clint? Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to. Can you let Clint know it was okay and stuff, that this was a African American experience?
Yeah, it's all right. They're just I mean, that shows you the dimensions, how thin they really are. And your brother, or I believe it's your brother, yeah, he just walked
He's
into their reality.
so is he connecting right along with me also
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah, you're helping that out too. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I
you're
just want
making it easier for him to realize it exists, and he just taps right into it. It's like he had no idea he was doing it.
okay. I've kind of figured he kind of got a little bit more upper there on making that type of contact than me
Oh,
and stuff like
you're
that.
working
But
together. You're both working together on this. Yeah.
okay,
So,
thank
well,
you. Blessings.
you've had more lifetimes here, so your energy's a little bit heavier, but he hasn't been
Quick
here as
question.
much.
Well, can you give me at least a age, at least a millenniums of what's my soul age? Not trying to. I'm not trying to ask for too much, but I'm just trying to at least get. Am I old spirit?
Yeah, it's like a trillion years old or more. Yeah,
So that's
obviously
why.
he's older, but
So that's the reason why I listen to the blues at 38 years old. Listen to
oh
Howlin'
yeah,
Wolf.
yeah. Well, that just helps your energy field. Yeah, that's all good there.
That's like my energy booster.
Yep, that's good. Well, yeah, 'cause you had a lifetime there. That's why. So.
Oh, blessings. Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. Up last this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in. All right. My first question is for Gaia. I was wondering if she has any personal advice on connecting with her core and feeling it more and holding that connection longer.
Well, that's a conversation. Yeah, for her, it's you just pretty much go there. You go to the center of the earth. You go where you want to go. What's calling you? I mean, there's forest energies that can connect with you. What part of the earth? It may probably make it easier. Of what part of the earth is like Afghanistan or places around the earth that feel like it's calling you. That makes it easier. Because sometimes when you connect to the center of the earth, you can get very tense.
Mm.
Sometimes.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess that's a personal conversation with me and her then.
Yeah, just connect to her. You just for a longer connection. It's just how long, because sometimes it feels like if you feel like you need to pull away from it, I mean, it's just too intense for in your reality to connect with.
Yeah, I gotta drink a lot of water.
I mean, it feels like you're clearing out. I mean, you can still do it. It feels like you're clearing out chemtrail energies.
Right.
To do it. So, yeah, drink water and just it's like you're kind of like holding the center of the world. That's one way of doing it, or just feeling you're holding it, however you want to look at it. And just strengthen yourself because that's human consciousness connecting there, and it can be very difficult to. So you can heal human consciousness before you connect to it. It's like I'm coming in and heal the human energy around it, and then when you connect to Gaia's vibration, it should be easier.
With the meditations that I'm using in my thought forms of a toroidal field, standing on Metatron's cube, is that a good technique for, clearing out that vibration? Because I can definitely feel it. I carry, the collective's vibration in me, whether or not I want it or not. So
there's also other sacred geometry you can connect to. It doesn't have to be just a cube. It can be other connections too.
Is there a geometry that's most familiar or closest to me that would be most effective, or is Metatron's cube working?
It's working. I mean, if you look at sacred geometry and just see what sticks out to you.
Okay. All right.
Use that also.
Okay. Thank you for that. My second question, I'll just leave it open from your perspective. Is there anything unknown that would like to be made aware?
Well, it seems like you're very part of the future human. You say it's kind of like not a cult, but it might seem like that way because how humans perceive it, but it's actually very open. But people are afraid of change. So some of those energies are here now, I mean, a lot of this occultic energy is here, actually bringing in the future. Of course, they got to control reality too. They're misusing their power, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the different cults or occultic energies, is there's one that you feel connected to. You can connect to the more positive side of it, like druid energy, for example. Just for example.
Nothing's making itself aware or present.
Yeah. Whatever you feel.
Okay.
So like just Egyptian, very connected to Egypt.
Oh, right.
So yeah, it's like I feel like you have the ability to see the future there, like seeing the pyramids, their true power, bringing back those timelines here.
Is it like a Nostradamus foresight kind of thing,
Right.
or is it like a
Right.
logical breakdown where I just go through the possibilities and I guide myself through it to my conclusions?
Well, yeah, because you're manifesting those timelines here too.
Right. Connect
No.
with that vibration and
Yeah.
manifest it, make it real.
Yeah, your manifesting abilities in astral is very strong. Here, it is strong, but not as you'd like it, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Patience,
as
right?
yeah, not as instant as you'd like it. So yeah, you're healing a lot of You're actually healing a lot of building structures where you're at. A lot of vortexes you're healing.
Yeah, I felt that today.
Yeah, a lot of it's around the financial areas of letting go of those timelines.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna love that.
I might walk around the Federal Reserve building next time I'm downtown.
Yeah, there's some archon. There's actually archon beings that crawl around it. Like you might see it in your third eye, like beings actually climbing the walls.
You see me starting to see these beings because I probably did as a kid, but
yeah.
Now
you might not always see them, but you'll feel it. You might see a glimpse, possibly.
Mm. Okay.
Kind of like a gorilla climbing a building.
Interesting.
They're showing that, yeah. Well, the Sears Tower has a lot of archon, and it is a portal building.
Mm-hmm.
So that, it's bringing in so many timelines from the lower astral. That's another one.
Yeah, definitely got vibrations. At least going up the elevator.
Yeah. Well, it's like you're going up into another dimension, another reality.
Yeah.
Practically. Yeah. They know what they're doing when they built those places. The inside's even when the lobbies are just very unusual, good thing for a building like that. Almost Babylonian.
Babylonian. All right, very interesting.
Very cultic, though. It's very cultic. So.
All right, very cool. Thank you for your assistance this evening. Blessings.
Yeah. Blessings to you all. All right. Blessings, everyone.